One Piece chapter 1004 is just a couple of days away. So it's about time to do our predictions and see what we can get right, what we can get wrong. Now, the previous chapter, chapter 1003, ended with Kaido and Big Mom finally starting to get a bit more serious. Luffy is out of Gear 4, he needs 10 more minutes to recharge. Now, it is possible that Luffy probably needs very less amount of time this time because he's gotten stronger, he's using Gear 4 more often. It's possible he only needs like 2 minutes or maybe even 3 or 4 minutes, who knows. So we'll have to see how that goes. And we also ended that chapter with Kaido's hybrid form. And of course, we did not get to see the hybrid form, it was only a silhouette. And knowing Oda, we're not going to be seeing that hybrid form anytime soon. Because this is how he writes. Anytime we see a silhouette, you can be absolutely sure that it's going to take at least a couple more chapters minimum till we get to see the actual design. So it's safe to say that this next chapter is not going to focus on the roof because in the last chapter, last few chapters from chapter 999 onwards, we've been focused completely on the roof. We have so many other things that's going on in Onigashima. We saw few hints of that in chapter 1003, but I think in chapter 1004 we can look forward to seeing more of the other things that are happening in Onigashima. And for the most part, I do think that we're going to be seeing probably a fight between Sasaki, Frankie, Jinbei, Who's Who, Robin, and someone else. Probably she might even help out Sanji against Black Maria. We need to see what's happening with Black Maria and Sanji because in the last panel that we saw in chapter 1003, Sanji is all bloodied up and he's terrified. So we have to see how that's going. Obviously, it's not going as good as it should be, at least for Sanji, but we'll have to see how that goes. The other important thing that I have to talk about in chapter 1003 is Otama. Now, it's been a long time, at least like 5 or 6 chapters since we've been teased that Otama has a plan. She came here on an enemy ship and she just waltzed in here with a giant dog with no one spotting her, and she has a plan. She's talking to Nami, and Nami obviously thinks that it's a good plan. That's why Nami is willing to go along with her plan. So, what is this plan? We've been, for the last few chapters, we have no hints of this. We just see Nami and Usopp following her, and then they're just going along with her, but we don't see anything about that plan. So, I would expect that in this chapter, or maybe even the next chapter, we get to see what is her deal, what is going on, what's her plan. Now, the most obvious thing is that she's going to use her devil fruit because if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Her devil fruit is the most useful devil fruit right now because it counters the entire beast pirate crew. Her devil fruit can tame any animal, any smile fruit user, and probably even any zone users if it's possible. So her devil fruit kind of counters Kaido's crew completely. All she has to do is make them eat the kibidango, and they completely turn into her servants. So Usopp is right there. His sniping skills is let next to no one else. So all she has to do is supply him with kibidango, and they keep firing wherever they go. They just run around the complex. Usopp keep firing, and all of them turn into her servants. So you can see how effective it'll become because entire the whole thing they've been stressing from the last few chapters is that the samurai are not that many in number. They're only ranking in like a few hundreds and thousands. But Kaido's crew are in plenty. They are in tens of thousands. So they are not suffering too much. They are suffering too much probably because of Queen's game with the Ice Onis, but other than that, they are pretty strong pirates. They're all Zoans, and Zoans are known for their recovery and endurance. So even if you beat them up, they're going to come back straight up. So in the end of the day, we want more allies, we want more people on our side, and 4,000 samurai are not going to cut it. So I think that there's already a setup in place to turn the beast pirates on each other. So what I mean by that is from the beginning I've been talking about how the Ice Oni situation is kind of a bad move for Queen. When he did the Ice Oni situation and he made Apu the scapegoat, he gave him the vaccine and he made him a part of the game. he became kind of a villain situation. Most of the beast pirates, they started questioning their allegiance. They didn't know who to believe. They even were thinking that Chopper would be the one to save them, so they were willing to place their bets on him. And he obviously declared that he's going to save everyone, even if they're enemies. So there's already a setup right there to make the beast pirates turn on each other. So you can see that they're already infighting. There's already an infighting among the beast pirates for rank. They want to climb up the ranks. They want to kill each other. They have a lot of problems inside. And this is just taking it to another level with Queen's betrayal, Queen's kind of game. And he also messed up Apu. Apu right now wants to survive at any cost. So if he sees the beast pirates turning on each other, he's also going to betray them, which in the end of the day is a very bad idea for the beast pirates because they, as a crew, are only loyal because of power. They're beaten into submission. Kaido doesn't kill strong people. He does not kill people. He only beats them into submission. So all the people in the Beast Pirates, majority of them were captains of their own crew, and they were beaten into submission. So this is like a perfect opportunity for these guys to turn against the Beast Pirates, betray them, and Otama could be the key for that. If you think about it, this was set up from the very, very start. This girl has this strange power to turn animals and the beast pirates into her slaves. So she has the perfect power from the start, and we always knew that she's going to play a big part. So we'll have to wait and see how her plan succeeds, and if she has some other plan in place, because there is the chance that she also bought her allies that are the slaves that she created back in Udon, because in Udon she turned Babanuki and probably the other smilers and gifters in Udon into her slaves. So she probably came in their ship and she probably brought them along. She has a whole army of gifters on her side. So maybe that's where they're running towards. We're gonna have to wait and see. And this is a really interesting situation. So I'm sure Oda is going to address this sooner or later. Now, moving away from that, I also want to get into Yamato's situation. Yamato seems to be fighting someone. At least that's what we are led to believe in the previous chapter. We saw a small panel of Yamato and the others preparing to fight someone, or they're moving towards that. So I want to see who they're actually fighting, because everyone else is already occupied, and unless they're actually getting towards the roof or they're trying to find someone to fight, there's really no one else left, because King and Queen are occupied, Jack got defeated, the other Flying Six are all doing their own thing, so there's really no one else to threaten her. So we have to wait and see what Yamato is up to. Another interesting thing also is that a lot of people theorize that Black Maria could be a traitor, and she has connections with Hiyori, which I also believe that there's something going on there. It is possible that Black Maria is on a mission, she's been given a task, she wants to kill someone, or maybe she's a traitor, because if you think about it, there's a lot of hints that Black Maria could be a traitor. She's a spy, because she lives in Kaido's mansion, and when everyone else, all the Flying Six, were sent out to kill or to find and bring back Yamato, Black Maria chose to stay. She chose to stay with Kaido and get him drunk. She chose to get Orochi drunk. And it's nice to know that, because when you think about it, the whole point is that there's a big, massive invasion, a secret invasion. So if she gets him drunk, and if she was actually doing it on purpose, she could be getting him drunk so that it's easier to kill him, if she was a spy. So this is just a hint. This is probably not going to happen. Maybe she's not a spy at all. But there are some small hints here and there that this could justify. Anyway, moving on from that though, we have to talk a little bit about Big Mom's situation and CP0. Cypher Pole being here is a huge deal, because as I was talking about the Cypher Pole in my review video for chapter 1003, Cypher Pole knows about Big Mom. They know about Mother Carmel. They tried to buy her from Mother Carmel, and they're an information agency, so information is obviously passed on to the next agents. So them being right here in Onigashima could mean that they could be the reason why Big Mom leaves and she goes to Elbaf. There's some kind of relationship there. They could mess up Big Mom. They could interfere in the battle. We have to see where that goes. Now, it's also possible that they're planning a surprise attack. They're keeping the world government informed about everything that's going on. They're hoping that the pirates take each other out and they can come in and swoop in and take over Wano, because Wano basically will be leaderless, and they want to take over Wano because they want the weapons from Wano. So there's a lot of things that could go wrong if CP0 gets involved. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in this chapter, because if CP0 leaves, then we can wait, and there's probably going to be an attack because they're going to come back with a huge army. CP0 alone themselves are not that big of a threat, but the information that they have, the information that they control, is what is extremely dangerous. Now, the last bit of information that I could think we will see in this coming chapter is, of course, maybe we'll see about Chopper and how his medicines are growing. Maybe he finished completing the medicines and he's distributing them. Marco could be of help. We can see that situation because it's been a while and we've been focused on the roof. It's probably enough time for Chopper to find a cure. And if he has found a cure, maybe we can see Otama's plan and his situation come together, and we'll see Beast Pirates turning on each other. Anyway, this is pretty much all I can think of, because I don't believe that we'll be seeing the roof fight for at least a few more chapters. Ever since we saw the silhouette, it just means that we won't be seeing it revealed for another couple of chapters. So anyway, I'm hoping to get excited for this next chapter. It's gonna come out in a couple of days. We'll do a review when we get there. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you'll see the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.